This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life, brighten up your life.
Hello everybody, it's Paul Neeson. I am back in the kitchen. I am making one of my favorite recipes today. I'm making a raw pesto. And pesto traditionally has dairy products in it, but there's going to be no dairy products in this at all. Pesto is a traditional Italian dish. Basil is the main ingredients. You can switch off some of the recipes, maybe the pine nuts for walnuts or almonds or something else, but I'm going to do this really quick. You can't even see my count. I'm just going to hold up what I'm using and show you how quick it is to make and simple it is to make. And then we're going to get some reactions from people that are tasting it. So the first thing I have is spinach. I'm using I think all organic ingredients today. And the first thing you want to do, I'm using the food processor with the S-Blade. So the food processor with the S-Blade. I'm going to make several batches today. And when you're making more than one batch, you have a little chance to play with it, because if a one doesn't come out too well, you could add a little bit more stuff to the other one and so on. But that's what I'm doing here today. So the first thing I'm going to do is take 2 handfuls of spinach. So 1 and 2. And some people might say, well, how much is a handful? And it depends how big is your hand. So it's not an exact amount, so to say. And then next thing we're doing is we're going to take 1 handful of basil. Let's cut that up here. Cut the stems with 1 handful of basil. So we have that in the food processor. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to quickly process that together. Because when you have all the leaves in there, it kind of fills up the whole food processor. But now that I processed it, kind of chopped everything up, it leaves more room for the other ingredients. So I got that in there. So the next thing I'm going to take 1 cup of pine nuts. As I said, pine nuts are on the expensive side, but even all other nuts like walnuts and almonds are becoming just as expensive today. But I'm going to take 1 cup of pine nuts. So we have so far 2 cups of, 2 handfuls of spinach, 1 handful of basil, 1 cup of pine nuts. I'm going to put that in there. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the juice of 1 lemon. So I'm going to cut the lemon in half. And there's different ways you could squeeze the lemon. You want to get the seeds out. So I'm going to take the juice of 1 lemon. I took the seeds out. I'm going to hand squeeze in there the juice of 1 lemon. So that's a half a lemon. I'm going to take the seeds out of the other half now. Squeeze that in. And you could traditionally serve this as a dip, or you could serve it. I like to mix it in with my zucchini pasta, and it's just a great dish there. So I have the juice of 1 lemon. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some sea salt. And again, with salt and oil are the 2 things you want to make sure you don't put too much of, because you can always add more if you put too little. But if you put too much, it's very difficult to take out. So I'm just going to put about, right now, a half a teaspoon of sea salt in there, maybe a little bit more. You could always add more later as needed, as said. And the next thing we're going to do is the olive oil. We're going to put a 1/4 cup of olive oil in there. So we're going to take our cup. We have a 1/4 cup of olive oil. Like I said, we could always add more if we have to, but that's what the recipe calls for. Pretty much that simple, folks. We're going to process together. I have a spatula here just to get the ends of the food processor here. That's pretty much it. We're done. I made it that fast. There it is. Look at that. That's some beautiful pesto. Now, and it smells great. Now, again, you want to be careful with the salt, and you want to be careful with the olive oil. I would say a 1/4 cup of olive oil to start with. If you need to add more, but you probably wouldn't need any more. Maybe even start off with a little bit less than a 1/4 cup, and then you could add more. So maybe 5/8, and then you could add go to a 1/4 cup. The salt, start off with a half a teaspoon. If you want to add more later, you always could. So we got that there. So now I'm just going to do a little taste test here. Here we go. Folks, it just Doesn't get too much better than this. And as I said, I have a party today. I'm going to make several batches of this. I did leave one thing out, actually. I just see now. The garlic. You want to put a clove, or 1 or 2 cloves of garlic. But I'm not going to do it to this batch because I'm making another couple of batches. So I'll just add extra to those. But that's it. It's that simple to make this. I'll show you the final product later, and we'll get some people's reactions on how they liked it. All right, now we're going to make, with this spirulli machine, we're going to make some pasta with the zucchini. You can also make it with carrots and so on. I sell this on my website at rawlife.com. So basically, I got the zucchini here. So I'm cutting the ends off the zucchini. And now I have zucchini just like that. This is organic zucchini. I cut it in the middle, so now I have zucchini just like that. So now what I'm going to do is just put this in the machine. The pasta is going to go right in here. You getting that?
Yeah.
All right. So look at that. Zucchini pasta. So we're going to put I'm get him a bowl of this, and then we're going to put the pesto right over it. So it's coming out. We're just going to take a knife to cut it because look how long that is. So we're going to take a knife. This is all raw. We're just going to cut it so it's not too long. And that's raw noodles right there. And now we're going to take a little bit of our pesto that we just made. Get a spoon. Put some of the pesto on the pasta here. Mix that in. And then you have pesto with pasta. So, there you go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. I don't believe it.
So there you go. Pesto with pasta, all raw, all vegan, all the time. All right. What do you think of the pesto?
It was amazing.
What do you think of the pesto?
Yummy.
What do you think of the pesto?
Delicious.
Hey guys, what do you think of the pesto?
Let me just eat a piece of
What do you think of the
It was
pesto?
absolutely delicious. Wish
Thank
it was
you.
over some pasta.
Thank you.
Yeah, I needed some pasta so with it.
Yeah, well, I did make pasta. He ate it. He ate the zucchini pasta. And if you would have been on time, you would have had it. All right, so now people are going to start tasting the pesto. There's the pesto.
Oh, it looks good.
We're going to have it on some bread. So,
It don't even look real. The consistency.
all right, so there you go.
Basil pesto. Oh, it's awesome. It's real good.
All righty, another satisfied customer. And if you have any comments or questions, just post them below the video. And thank you for checking it out. And this is another quick, easy recipe. And I like to make, like I said, zucchini pasta with the zucchini maker. I'll show you how to do that another time. And I just put this over that, and it's a perfect dish. There's so many things you could use this for. This is a traditional Italian pesto recipe without any dairy in it. So I'm just going to add 1 more garlic clove to it. We're done. Until then, everybody, have a great day and a great raw life.
Nature's wealth, good for your health. This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life, brighten up your life.